Good
Hello.
evening. You don't get to be in charge because you're not sitting there.
He
This
still thinks he's an overlord.
is week 32, the Overlordition conditions.
And we
continue.
write this every week in here, look,
Yeah.
because we want to keep count. Look at that. That's special.
Yeah. This is a book from 1973 from Woolworths
For
Who
5p.
owned it?
for 5p.
And who owned it?
This is Stansfield in a dressmaking class.
There you go. You see.
There you go.
Learn
So,
something
just
every
as a
day.
sidebar, collecting notebooks, that's always a thing.
Yeah.
Right, here we are. We are back to 6 players and Zeros, who's
Yeah.
currently tied up, gowned, and has an apple stuffed in his mouth.
Well,
So,
that's
good
cool.
luck. Good luck.
And-
Good luck with that, Jacob. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And we have managed to go through a room and not hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's like to point out you have got an unconscious Zeros with him and you've decided to stuff an apple in
Yeah, absolutely.
while you're carrying him around.
Yeah.
You know, Zeros, if you are listening, please comment on the video about that.
And
So-
don't dislike it.
Yes, we have a phantom disliker. We're going to track you down wherever you are. Because if you don't like us, that's fine, but you have to tell us
We will
why.
sit in your living room and ask why with a notepad. Probably Mrs. Stansfield's dressmaking notepad.
Yes. So, we have
No, we've
from last
got
week,
little black books
last
we will
week's,
ask why.
last week's controversy about whether NPCs and equipment and aids and all the rest of it could be used, that elicited no response. So sadly, that controversy will have to be parked to one side for another day.
I have an issue which I think will elicit response. So, clearly, the reason our videos are not doing well is that Mark needs a hat. Us two, very stylish, have nice hats. Got a nice red-orange system
He's
going.
got a Union flag behind his head this evening.
Yeah, is that showing up on the video?
Mildly
excellent.
patriotic, but still no hat.
Still no hat.
I think you'd look good in an admiral's hat. actually.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
Probably
yes.
from about the mid-1800s.
So the Queen's Navy.
Yeah.
For all you Gilbert Sullivan fans, a bit of a crossover there for you.
Yeah, there we go.
I think he just needs a nice blue hat.
Okay.
Red, yellow, blue, nice.
Well, surely, as we discussed last week, it has to be green if we're going to follow the Road Traffic Act.
I guess road traffic should go with green. Let us know what sort of hat you think Mark should wear in the comments. Top comment will spend club funds on acquiring.
And be as rude as you like, just don't mention shrimping because we're traumatised still about
Talking
that.
of club funds, Chris will now reveal what our club funds have bought.
A big dice for their big rolls. There we go, and it's bouncy. Absolutely cool.
But most importantly, what was its first score?
A natural 20.
Natural 20. So we
So-
believe it to be a good and lucky dice. So if your club has got funds, invest in a dice, or if your club hasn't got funds, get some.
So when there's a critical roll being made by the party, they cast the big dice for the big rolls.
The big right
And
dice.
bounce it down the table, and it is bouncy. So there we go.
So if it-
I like it.
If it knocks over a character, does that count as the character dying?
Yes, absolutely.
So you
Horribly, you get an apple stuffed in your mouth as well. Because you're all horrible.
One of my favourite D&D house rules I've heard is one of my friends play at home. Anytime their cat knocks a figure off the board, that character immediately dies.
Instantaneous death. That seems fair enough.
Can we see the big DM dice?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
this-
my dice. Yes.
The special DM dice.
There
Of
you go.
which we have smaller versions as well.
Yes.
So,
Those are less nice coloured.
That is rather cool colour. That.
leading into it, everyone loves dice. Let's have your dice stories, your dice tales, anything you need to know about dice. Do we have the D7?
No, I forgot it. I was with
Damn.
I've got 2 D7s. I haven't got one. I've actually got 2.
Well, we don't
Oh,
believe in
sad.
either at the moment. We don't see either.
No, I've seen them before. But yes, I'll bring them in.
So
I have a
D7,
carrier bag full of dice from when I was a teenager.
D7 dice reveal next week, people. You heard it here first. Something I really liked in second edition was the concept of Ben bars,
Yes.
because it was a simple thing. You assumed your strength gave you a percentage to Ben bars. So as you went from 3 to 1800, you grapple fans, there was a Ben bars percentage. They were quite low,
Yeah.
but it was something that was quite swish, because we have been bending bars badly.
No, let's be clear, you haven't bent any bars whatsoever.
We punched them out.
It was catastrophically unbent bars.
Yeah, we wore them down. So again, anything like that people might bring back from second edition, let us know what it is. I am voting now to bring back Ben Bar's percentage.
It's Ben Bars / Lift Gates, wasn't
Lift gates, oh very good, yes, that was a
Lift
good one.
gates.
Lift gates. As the portcullis came down, you had to decide we were lifting it or bending it. I remember that discussion at quite pedantic levels. What else we've got going on? We've got obviously the reappearance of players. So again, let people, when you've got players who go away for a week or couple, but come back into the campaign, how do people reintroduce them? I love putting characters in other rooms, as Kai's nearly always a victim of.
Yeah. I've done it tonight, but I think
No, physically in other
some
rooms.
people. Oh yeah, I always like putting Kane in another room.
Yeah.
Especially throwing tomatoes. But one of the things I think it's important to mention is that's how we continue our gaming every week.
Yes.
Is we play with the players who turn up
Yeah,
and don't pause it because the player doesn't turn up.
yeah. Even if that player is the most important part of the adventure.
Just carry his body around. With
Just
an apple in
carry
his
his
mouth.
body around.
Yeah.
Yes.
With an apple in his mouth. I said with an apple in his mouth.
Yes.
With an apple in his mouth.
But we
With
haven't
an apple
covered
in
him in
his
acid, have we?
No.
Which was a possibility.
It was
there.
nearly happening,
It was
though.
nearly
And I
happening.
didn't. I must admit, I didn't think Greg was particularly upset about the prospect
No.
of doing it.
No.
To be honest.
So yes, we are carrying on. So normally players get reintroduced. There's a bit outside in a separate room, and they get brought back in. But occasionally people drop in and out as well. So again, people of Algeria, people of Albania, and all the other 8 companies, let us know if you're real. What are you thinking? We are officially now. Are we desperate? Or are we past desperate?
we're past
Desperate's in the
desperate.
rearview mirror.
I'm wondering
for an
whether it's
actual
just
comment.
like. Well, I don't know. I'm wondering whether we need to start doing content for Albanian bots. I mean, what would that look like?
Yeah, maybe we should start learn Albanian, start speaking Albanian. Maybe that would help.
well, we could do an episode in Albanian and talk to bots.
Start.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's German. That's Russian.
That's Russian, yeah.
Russian, excellent. Good start. So we managed to pick a random European language, not possibly the country at war with. Good effort. So yes, please, we are now searching for comments all over the world. All over the world.
Anything, just an exclamation mark, just not tomatoes.
Yeah.
Making that clear.
Yeah.
Poor old Raymond is probably still traumatised about his tomatoing.
And no, okay. And obviously, the other thing we need to talk at some stage is, because we've had a big cash input into the group, how much do people pay for a week to play? How much do people pay to play in sessions? Is it good value for money? If you have a professional DM, how does it affect the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think professional DMs, a lot of them run particular expansions
Yeah.
and stories
Yeah.
because they know it inside out. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, we're all homebrew all the time, basically, aren't we?
We are, but that allows us
I
to...
use modules, but then string them together.
Yeah,
with a lot of
I have a base for module there, so okay.
I don't use modules at all. I actually have a book and I've written...
Oh, it's infamous. Nobody likes bashing this.
I've
without.
written a story, so I actually have a full campaign and notes in this to run, and then I use this book then to bring some of the stats and everything to life. So everything I've got is in here stuck, but this is where it's all at, and I also have notes on my phone for certain things.
Yes,
But,
very much the same for me.
Yeah, and that for me is how I run it, and I flex that depending on who turns up, who doesn't turn up, and just change the story, delay things. But if you notice about my campaign, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
I don't say, oh, so and so there's a big wizard tower over there, you need to go visit it. Not big intended.
But you didn't manage to because
No, we refuse to walk the other way. But the point is,
You're
if you
pinned
say
to the bar,
you
like-
can do this, you can do that, you can do the other, and I will just grab that and I will just say, okay, it's this.
Yeah.
And we'll just go with it. And that, for me, I think gives you that freedom and that player world where you can just go for it.
Okay, we're being wound up now.
Come on, let's go for 10 minutes.
You
No,
always
it's
want
not
to
tell the Albanian bots don't need 10 minutes.
Ah,
the
fine.
Albanian bots, we've decided
What do we sing to Albanian bots? What
Well,
would be
that's-
appropriate
next week
song?
we'll come out with the Albanian national anthem and sing it for the bots. That is literally all we've got time for. So it's good night from Chris,
And it's good night from Chris.
and it's good night from Kai,
Hey!
and it's good night from me. Good night.
See you later.